Ọhaneze ndị Igbo ebekwa m ka nsi abịa n'ọzọ n'ụbọchị nkịta biko na nwanne anyị nwoke bụ gọvanọ eziokwu ọsọ ka ọ wetakwanụ ozi ọma nke o ji bịa n'ụbọchị nkịta ata na enough of all this arrangement na ịbụrụ if you're a man of God enweghị genuine power from God biko step aside that maybe the vineyard of God. Ihe ozi ọma ọsọ ka ọ weta ata bụ mbọsị ụka ka onye ọbụla wee nụkwanụ mkpu onye ọ na-aga maka na ọ sị nọ ozi anụ nwa ya na-eweta ya mbọsị ụka ọbụla ka na-eweta ya bụ ozi ka ọ wee na-adọ ndị ọrụ nọ na vineyard Chukwu, ndị pastor, evangelist, Sunday school teacher, prophet, bishop, priest, seminarian, in every department ọbụla in this pushing of gospel. This message is for you. Kabarụ n'elu ya n'isi kabakwa na share ya ka onye ọzọ wee sorokwana gị na-afụ ihe na-afụ n'efere mba ụwa n'ụbọchị nketa biko wee na-asị unu isa subscribe kwanụ ka unu si enene na ya bụ ihe dị anya mma na arụ mana nke kachasị mkpa biko enele vidiyo anụ nwa n'isi ka i wee nụ ebe okwu ya na-aga nwekwana ihe ya amụta n'ime ịmụtacha ya ịtụsa ya ka onye ọzọ wee sorokwa gị na-afụ ihe na-afụ maka na anyị na-ekwukwa ya na-asị na agwọ ofu onye fụ agharịkwa igwe eke ụra na-aghọta maka na iji na si n'elu maka o ji aga n'ogwu ewelego m eziokwu wee na-achị unu n'efere mba ụwa anụ nwa nke nọ na enwe na-asị ka ọ maalụ Igbo niile mma ebe ọ bụ ịnọkwa nnene n'anyị Chineke na-akwụghachi gị ụgwọ mmaji bụrụ mmaji ọdụnụ mgbe ọzọ ndị be anyị.
Preaches to the preacher that goes about preaching for the people is here. The people's governor. A different day that can't be like other days is here. Good morning, rising sun. Mr. Kinsley, you're welcome. Good morning to you from here. Governor Zoku is here. Thank you, Eze, Azu. Thank you. Thank you for being here. The Shanamite is here. The preacher who goes about preaching to the preacher who goes about preaching to the people. Pastor, come close. Today is for you. Come. Bring your pen and paper and sit down. Can't force you to God to small. You have cost a lot. You have cost Christ, the body of Christ. You've cost the body of Christ a lot. You have cost the people a lot. And that's why they are leaving you right away. I would advise the people never to leave God, but to leave you. Daddy Nibegi, Ezuru Mokeni Megi, Daddy Nibegi, Chonye Wem, the Shanamite. This morning, Pastor, I came for you. Pastor, I came that I may point a finger at you this morning, dear Pastor. Pastor, there are people at the hospital begging for money to pay their bills so that they can go home. In fact, yesterday, I got an information about somebody, a lady, a woman around Mbise, who has been at the hospital for 3 months. No, 2 or 3 months. No 350,000 naira to pay her hospital bill to live. Around Mbise, there are churches around their pastor. And that woman goes to a church. This woman goes to a church. No sympathy. No sympathy. The Bible says, and Jesus went around doing good. You are in your house collecting from people. You have never gone out one day to do good. Some pastors are so rich now that they can't even go out for evangelism because you don't know what to preach. You have not changed their life in your church. Microphone magician, that's whom you are. Pastor. Around that hospital where this woman is, I will pay her a visit. I am not this type who comes online to raise money for people. I don't know how to do it. The highest I can do is maybe talk to members of our WhatsApp group, and if they have any help or aid to render to anybody, they will try. I'm sure the music is not disturbing you guys, please. You may end up meeting 2 or 3 churches around this place where this sick woman is. For 3 months or 2 months, and now she has been at the hospital after doing operation and there's no money to pay. This woman has no husband. She's at MDC. Churches are there. Pentecostals are all over that place. Churches are all over that place. But who will go for this woman's aid? Nobody. Today you are busy. You've dressed. Thank you. I've reduced it. Pastor, what stops you from going to pay this woman's bill? A lot of people are suffering in your area, struggling. Pastor, what have you done? Every other days of the week, I give it to native doctors. I unleash it on them. Yesterday, somebody called my attention to a post I made and said that Governor Zoku, you are leaving the sketch through whom they followed me. And I humbly asked, and he says, the way I come into matters and help people recover their money, that's why they love me. And a lot of people, they've been saying this, but I'm going to share my time this time around. I'll be dedicating 3 days. 3 days in the week for that particular duty. It is not really easy. It's not easy as you think. Like since yesterday, I've been battling with a lady who defrauded somebody of visa. And this person she took this money from is also a visa agent somewhere around Port Harcourt here, who took monies from people and submitted to another lady somewhere in Edo State. Because from her tongue, I noticed she's in Edo. About 5.5 million naira was paid to this lady. The lady ate the money. Thank you, JLMBC. Real page. 5,500,000 naira was taken. Another matter was complained to me about a man. This is an elderly man whose son lives in South Africa. I think in South Africa. I think I'll call the young man here so that we can ask him some questions. His father got a contract somewhere of about 60-70 million naira. And the man was to buy things in China. A banker advised this man to open a domiciliary account and buy dollar, all those kind of abracadabra. This was how the man lost over 40 million naira. An elderly man of about 70 years. The man is at the hospital right away. Right away. But a banker claims he has outsmarted this man. Took over 40 million naira and was arrested. Our police, Nigerian police. Nigerian police. At the end of the day, they advised this papa, hold on, he will start paying you the money. They wrote an agreement. Police could not also monitor and investigate if this man is running out of the country. Today, the young man is in London with his family. He has run out of the country. This man went to the immigration to do an international passport for him and members of his family. After taking 40 million naira from an elderly man. You need to see this man crying. An elderly man lost 40 million naira. Right away, him and his children, they are busy, struggling, suffering now. After your father must have worked somewhere and saved the money to go and do business. Somebody frustrated him. But tomorrow, when you see Governor Zoku tackles this kind of people, somebody will ask me, why did you post his image? And the number one threat they have around us is, they will tell you that they will charge you for deformation of character. When you are a fraudster, if frustrated goes somebody, the man as I speak to you now, the man now seriously thinking about this man and his family. Good morning to you. Do you see what's going on? If you know what our people name behind, what Ndi Igbo, their Alpha, Ofo, Emegi, And what pastors are equally doing to you, many pastors are doing to you. They give you prophecy that will hype you out of your business. Nana Fuziga abroad. Before you know it, you shut down your business. Who told you that some countries are even better economically than this your country? Who told you? It's just because you don't know. If you see them carrying Ozumado here now, Bagari, person dead body they waka here, you will avoid it. But you get to abroad, somebody will condition you to bait corpse and you will accept it. Think deep. You are better while you were in Nigeria here. But somebody used the prophecy and took you out of your job. In the name of prophecy. They've seen prophecy for you all through and no one has come through. The year is about ending. How many of you that has a kid and have succeeded? How many of you? Take your pastor very well. Your pastor that gave you prophecy, that did all sort of assignment for you. How far? Why hasn't those prayers worked for you? God is real. Your pastor is fake. That's what I'm telling you. If he's of Jesus, he is real. That's the problem I have with them. They want me to believe. They want me to walk out of my way and start believing that Jesus never came. That's what they want. That's what they want me to preach. Because I must dance in your own tone, right? That's critically impossible. That's very, very impossible. You are a young lady and you are virgin or beginning to run out of the country, travel abroad. Let me tell you what will happen to you. Take a pen, pick a pen and a piece of paper. If you have diary or your Bible, turn on the back of it and write this thing I'm telling you right away. In 1 year, at the age of 35, you won't get married again. Write it somewhere. This is not prophecy. I'm telling you according to what's going on. If you find yourself in the UK, US, Germany, Japan, majorly the US, Canada, France, as a young lady, you did not get married in Nigeria, you never had any child here, don't go anywhere. Because you will end up turning a prayer warrior just to get a husband. And at that opportunity, native doctors and pastors here will finish you. Ask, people will not tell you. You will have your money, no husband, no child. Yet you think you're living a good life. If you're in the UK, my brother, the kind of tax you will pay, the animal code you're going to face there. But you just want to jump out abroad, make money for your family, build house for them. As a lady, how many ladies know 70 years, 65? And what do they there? They are crying bitterly. There is money, but there's no happiness. They are not fulfilled. But the pastor used the prophecy and took them out of the country. Edibia told them, and therefore the lady who has saloon, who has a different business here doing, sold everything and made her way out of the country. Prophecy will not give you any visa. Otherwise, before God decide to bless you abroad, if it is God who made that statement, who prophesied over it that you're going to succeed abroad, God cannot take you abroad and start watching you weep for husband. God will not take you abroad and every day your husband or your wife is dealing with you overseas. God cannot do that. The God I know is never an author of confusion. Thank you everyone for being here. My name is Governor Isiagu. Help me share this video. I am here this morning. The preacher that preaches to the preacher who goes about preaching to the people. And yet, the preacher has not repented. I am here to talk to that preacher. Every now and then you want to run abroad. The cases of visa we have on our table is 100, as at yesterday now, is 120 something. From 108 to 120 something. Visa fraud, visa. None of them is 500,000. None of them is 500,000. You pay money to an agent. The agent may take the money and pay to another person who he thinks that may deliver. That one will read the money. That one will eat the money, putting this agent in problem, putting his family at stake, Everything will land on the head of this one who collected money genuinely. Some agents are selling their properties to pay you back for visa and you don't know. They are selling that. They gave that money to somebody who swallowed the money. Be careful. All these things started at the table of one yeye prophecy or the other. Pastor told you you will be in abroad. You will travel. Thank you for sharing. Very innocent. Arinze. How long shall you continue in these things? How long shall you continue in this thing? Let me shock you. Let me shock you with this brief information. You know, I want to stop exposing certain magical secrets or mystics to you. I just want to stop. But let me tell you this. Do you know somebody who go to the market and buy mbe, tortoise? Tortoise. Some of you call it tortoise. Mbe. Mbe mmiri. There are two types of tortoise. One, mbe mmiri, and mbe eluala. Nke eluala does not extract. It doesn't do spiritual extraction like itieba or misieba. Nke jemi abu nke mmiri. Bro, do you know that somebody will buy that tortoise, put it inside his magic box in his house, give it a breathing command, and now come to your family house for liberation? He will not come with this tortoise. As he gets to your family house, Onyo that's in Eguala, a live tortoise will come out from there. Tortoise he bought from the market 3,500 or 5,000 naira becomes the pad, the key, the tool of destruction in your family. Because they broke a ties and brought out a tortoise there. That is all. That is all. Oga, would you trust Governor Ezioku? Will you trust the Shanamites? That tortoise, box to go sing in a camera. You get this magic box from Pakistan. You get some. Let me not mention, in fact. If you think I am joking, remember there was a native doctor who made a video and challenged to Governor Zoku or say that now all magic box Ibutra from Pakistan. He knows what he's saying, you know, but does not know the definition I am heading to. But his thinking told him that this thing came from Pakistan. By name JCN. Sorry for calling his name. Thank you, Mr. Patrick, for watching from Mozambique. He knows what he's saying. Maybe he has tried to buy you, it didn't work. How I got it, the staff. I'm not using those things to hurt anybody. I'm not using it to hurt you. I am only using it to expose certain things to you. If I see anything, I feel like practicing it, I go back and open and start reading, start studying to know. And I get deep inspirations over it. But I don't need to explain so deep about it because it makes some people to go out of the line. Believe you me. There's a video I was supposed to show you here. Few days ago, I went to my village and a woman like that who had Attire. So the daughter spoke to me and the son that I should come and see their mom and know exactly what the problem is. So I decided, I drove myself. I went to a shrine where a native doctor kept this woman. If condition not just happen, this woman before better. The moment he saw me, he started shaking. I came to his shrine. And Jesus will work with him. Koro to his face. He couldn't say anything. I'm buya na my village. Na my community. I still don't pass you. Free man, I don't need to talk to that Reverend Father you're talking about. Don't distract yourself here because hence I am on live broadcasts like this. I block people who try to distract me. You listen to what I'm teaching. I'm not talking about a Reverend Father somewhere. That's none of my business. Maybe he feels like doing whatever he's doing there. It's none of my business, brother. If you're here watching me, listen to what I am telling you. A little young child came to me some time ago. It's not just a little young child, because he was above 14. So the father had some money. He came to me and said that he wants to learn magic. You know why? He's good abroad. Okay. Watch, listen. Oh, somebody's calling me Mr. Love Ifunaya. This one is Visa. Hello, sir.
Yeah, Governor, good morning, sir.
Governor Zoko, I'm on live broadcasts.
Oh.
But don't drop this call. Don't drop it, sir. You say somebody defrauded you of Visa, right?
Yes, sir.
You and your friend.
Me and my friend, yes, sir.
He took advance of
800, sir.
800,000 naira.
Yes, sir.
And the person is in Ogun State, according to what he told me, right?
Yes, no good state, yes, sir.
And he does not comply.
He does not comply. He even doesn't pick our call 2 days now.
Where are you currently, sir?
I'm in Anambra State, sir.
In Anambra State.
Yes, sir.
You know where the person is in Ogun State, right?
Yes, I know his house, sir.
Make your way on the 18th, 19th.
Okay,
Find
sir.
your way to Lagos or Ogun State. I will be there live. This is a live camera. I am giving you this promise. He will be arrested. I will fully pay everything it will cost.
Okay, sir.
Everything it will cost. So be there with me. I have another arrest to be made on that 18th, 19th
Okay, sir.
of this very month around
sir.
Lagos. Impossible. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So you get, this is just example of what I don't know why network is really disturbing me. Network. So these are some of those things you see me teach and preach. You see me cry for every day. These are the things Governor Zoku is busy facing. It's not really easy. It's not as easy as you think. So because somebody, a pastor gave you a prophecy, and that's why you sold your business to run abroad. The pastor did not tell you that in Japan, yes, I'm not blocking anybody, my brother. Merit Obina. I didn't block anybody. I only cautioned some people. Hence, I am on live like this. I came for an important something, and especially on a Sunday like this. So pastor gave you prophecy. You sold your business. You sold whatever you are doing, what gives you money. You sold it only to run abroad. Did you succeed there? Were you able to make it? Before you leave Nigeria as a young lady, plan yourself. My brother, I'm not arresting any pastor. The last commenter here, I am not arresting. I didn't tell you I am arresting any pastor. The person who called me is about a visa fraud. I have about 2 or 3 visa cases around Lagos, Ogun State. So I will make myself available. Make people know they comment it, you know if you do. Oga, total money I don't recover from native doctors, pastors. Check my page. Go and check the page of Mr. Governor Ezoku. That's my main page. We have over 69,000 followers. Even pastor no fit threaten me. I don't know heavy ones. I don't collect money when they chop from person. I recover and back. You dey your papa house. You dey sleep. Oh, we came out the yenye now. Can't kill me. I recover going close to 20 million. Mankima, Mankenima. Go and ask those on our WhatsApp group. You don't know. At least I've recovered money from I think 3 or I think up to 3 pastors or 4, right? So you can do some. That is why I block them all. These people who comment, who talks trash, they cannot even withstand one pressure from one fake DBA. One like this, if they threaten you, also he got touch in olive oil, he barrier, he gray, Ishi got on element. Ida atu egwu onye ahụ na-aka obi bata na shrine mmadụ buru ya mee arrest kwa ya kanti. Ida atu egwu ya. But you not take somebody who is threatening you with calabash, or somebody who is wearing 10 rings. In Naba ring, they kind of Naba ring, but very fucking. Back to what I was saying. That's why, viewers, you see why I must block some people. Hence, I am on live. It is very, very important. That's a sign of caution. Without discipline, we can't go far. So back to what I was saying, Pastor, you told somebody that her destiny is in overseas, and she traveled, she left Nigeria. Already she had the money. Anybody can succeed such visa depending on the contact you're using. So at the end of the day, she traveled abroad, beckoning her hope on your prophecy, because you said, thus says the Lord, and she got a visa. She started paying you tithes, that it has worked for her, but it wasn't your prayer that helped her. She made it because she merited it. She's an intelligent person. Or maybe just like you taking out a senior doctor from FMC or UPTH. And the person who knows what he or she is doing now applies for visa. The visa will be granted. So she got the visa and traveled abroad. According to your prophecy, without your prayer, Dibia, Pastor, without those your abracadabra, maybe she would have also gotten that visa, but she never had the mind. Thank you, Charles Million. Thank you. You say your first time. You're welcome. I am the preacher who goes to preach to the preacher who goes about preaching to the people, and yet that preacher has not repented. My name is Governor Zoku. Pastor, this is how this lady traveled abroad. And she went there. Already before she left Nigeria, she was 34 years old. And she spent 8 years in Canada. Today she's 42 years and there's no husband. And she's crying seriously because everything she's getting, her sisters, her brothers are very busy making her dry here. Abia inyewa abo advice say lady na luberudi no abia rolu munni olo. She will be busy trying to hijack her family out of poverty. Nobody will remind her that she still needs a husband. Getting to 50 years, you see her crying, shedding tears. Oh, by then, she has helped all her brothers, all her sisters. Those in Nigeria, they are now married. Even her last younger brother, this lady will get angry for 2 or 3 months. The 5th month, her mother will be putting pressure in her to still carry the brother along. She will start buying pampers, paying school fees for children she did not give birth to, for marriage she never sponsored. Therefore, her own age is running out of sketch. No spare, I will go spare tire. Pastor, you see how long your prophecy has gone. Before you know it, Pastor will not turn a story again. More former the lady idea with Isiagu again. Pastor will start calling the same lady on the phone, the same family, because this lady has already believed that it was your prayer that made her get a visa. You start telling her that there is something in the family. There is a gang up from the altars of the enemy. Which gang up? Who told you? Do you know what it takes to banshee somebody? I like using banshee. Banshee and kill. Now what do they call them here those days for Port Harcourt slangs? If you say kill, die, Facebook will attack you. Do you know what it takes for any spiritual person to attack you and get you? You think it is easy? One man around my office, few weeks ago, right? The man just came down from the upstairs and walked into the car. Next thing, he said that they should take him to the hospital. He just got to the hospital and that was the end. What happened? People said because the man has so many badge and dredgers. If you know Slaughter in Transamadi, you know the site I'm talking about. The man has so many badge. Badge is houseboat, a kind of ship that moves on the water, but it's built like a house. People are complaining. They said spirit, this and that. Now, his personal doctor stays around Sas Road, Oku, here. So I met with him one day. We were discussing. He said that this man accumulated stress on him. Accumulated stress deals with men. You know, go and check. When a man suffers too much, it affects his brain, his way of living and all that. So check women, they reduce stress on themselves. No woman wants to undergo much stress or pressure. Even a day before that day, according to the doctor, he said he told this man, you need a bed rest, go and sit down and rest, leave your company for now. But dude, I don't know if he's bothered of loan or what, I can't tell. He climbed the upstairs and came down, climbed again, and that was the end. He lost strength. It happens to everybody. Sometimes you just discover that you've lost strength. That's why I always advise people, if you wake up from the bed, sit down a bit, pick a bit rest, then before you move. In those days, our grandmother, our fathers, our mothers, they always come into the room at night with a cup of water. If you cough at night, your mom gives you water, your dad gives you water. If you even want to go and ease yourself, if they wake you up to go and ease yourself at night, they tell you to sit down first and shake you. Ebuka, Nnamdi. They are trying to get your memory back so that you won't have stroke or again when shock. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Okay, while I'm talking, Okechukwu, you're out of this page for good. So, listen to me. By the end of the day, they were busy jumping to one prophet in Transamadi, Onye Yellow Chia. You should know whom I'm talking about. I don't want to mention his name, Titi. They went there. The man used prophecy. Then we could hear the man in a business. 80 million naira. No, but in the man. Ego, the man money, they their hand. Say, now what made them buy the man? Now, so problem big. Now, me and you, they talk now. Yeah, prophecy. But just that I have access to this doctor, we were discussing and he now told me, lay here with this man of stress. But the wife is busy now, beckoning on a pastor's prophecy now. She's making trouble. Pastor, how many homes will you destroy? How many homes will you destroy, Pastor? Dear lady, they are busy deceiving you. Many of them, majority of them, serve the Lord in the beauty of His holiness. There's no problem. But you have walked out of the beauty of His holiness. Your pastor is not God. God is real. And funny enough, many of you don't know that you have access to God Almighty and reality more than the way your pastor do. Your pastor can 4 liters on a lot. Each time he travels, or knows Akwa Ibom State, or knows Ishi, or knows Bayelsa, or bar break, go kai 10 liters and take it home. Yesterday, I swear to God Almighty, I saw somebody who used 10 liters to soak root and kai. I asked him, Oga, in a rehe Rosino, that one is not a pastor. Not even a traditional, it's an individual. 10 liters a kai. One day, Iriaga SARS, Iriaga coronavirus. Funny enough, the senior brother is a pastor and lives there also. Who knows? All the fine go there ginger today. Pastor, let me tell you what will happen to you currently. As Matthias Ezeaku was arrested, You think that they will just keep quiet and be watching you? They will send spies in different churches. If a blogger screen record this side, before I repeat it. As Matthias Isiagu was arrested and brought to a sketch of scrutinizing, you think they will keep quiet on you, Pastor? It's a lie. What is coming now? Go and mark my word somewhere. They will recruit people. Nigerian youth will start recruiting people, send them to your church. When you give prophecy, when you do that your miracle, they will arrest that person. Thank you, brother. They will catch that person, take that person to the hospital. You said you had HIV before, right? And they better get better. Yeah, you went healing. Where is the result, the test result of the HIV? Pastor, let me warn you. People are going to be coming into your churches now with pen cameras, glass intelligent cameras. And I'll be laughing at you then. Guys, screen record this side so that you will remember that Governor Zoku told you that this is what will happen. They'll get some of you, and that I will be happy. I'll be the first to post you when they grab you. You know one thing I like, when the battle line is being drawn, I will just sit aside and be watching, because to pay money, you can't pay money to fight, but you pay money to watch most times. So I'll be on the corner watching. You get what I'm saying? So, Pastor, you've not gone scot-free. All of you've not gone scot-free. You know what's coming? I want people to understand this. I want people to get their thinking straight into this. God is not against himself. God is not even against tradition. You remember Jesus said tradition. And God, Jesus, did not come to change the status quo of your Omenala. Governor Zoku did not come to change the status quo of your Omenala. Get this thing clearly. Governor Zoku is there to pinpoint the wrongs amongst them. For example, the way Matthias is. I've said this before. I like what he's doing. But don't either share on one particular person, a boy. No, it's wrong. Most of the things the young man Nekubo pure. But the day I got angry was that doesn't anybody method can no, don't go there, brother. Come out. Repackage yourself. May we hear me. Keep doing what you're doing. On the other side, then this side I have just mentioned now, Matthias and your team, add more money and intelligence to this angle. I'm telling you, don't even start with the big pastors, because you will not have chance. They won't allow cameras. You hear what I'm telling you? Go out, start using the small ones to show example. It will start affecting. You remember when Chris Okafor brought the woman whose hand always straight and folds at the same time? They were the ones who started posting the video bragging that Mebri a disabled. At the end of the day, those videos implicated them. But it is very, very hard for you to correct a Nigerian. Go to Lagos now. Go to Jodubega and see his church. People are still there clapping. Chineke, God of Elijah, send down fire. This person steps. The Bible says that by their fruit we shall know them. You have seen his feet. You have known where he's coming from. And yet you are there. Ndi you should know actually. The only thing is they open. Many Ndi know their anus and their mouths. No brain work no ability to reason. Listen to me. Viewers, or if you're a blogger, screen record this side again. Oh, some of you want to make money with Governor Ezioku, or you want to grow your page. Thank you very much. Pick intelligence, go and post. That's when I will come and comment for you. Then you will see, you get more followers. And if you're making sense after analyzing, I will comment for you. Over me saying about Governor Ezioku, I not go talk to you, especially when I check in one of the follower. I won't talk to you. This is the gospel truth. I can only respond a month for 200,000 followers or 100,000. Your followers now full can see me. Some of them name with a sense. But I wouldn't be 11,000, 1,000, 200. I will not respond. Now, bring this thing to reality. Yesterday I made a post to this statement I want to make here now. People were commenting, so many of them were commenting out of in fact, listen to me, screen record this side if you're a blogger. Hence you already screen recording. Click the love sign that I may know. Then I will tell you something. Screen record this, I go and post it on your page and tag me. I will come there and comment for you. I will even share your video that you may have the attention you needed in your page. Now listen to this. Between science, Omenala, and tradition, your Omenala, your Ofo, your ROC, your, in fact, the best thing you think you own ever, and science, choose one. Now, many people were commenting there. They would choose Omenala against science. Are you listening to me? It was science that gave birth to this handset you are using. It was science that made me understand that this is my eyeglass, since I had an eye inching. If you add this lens, it will no longer inch my eyes from small. It was science that discovered this. It is science that made it possible, not witchcraft, that made it possible that you can use your phone and control money out of your account. The exact amount reflects to the other person's account immediately, even without going to the bank, even without tracking. It wasn't like this as of 20 years ago. Science. It was science that made it possible that an object leaves the ground and fly to the sky, carrying other heavy duty equipment, and science named it the aeroplane. What science does is more heavier than what your tradition and Omenala can do. Listen, don't take away your Omenala. Keep it by the side. Do you know why in America, in China, in other places, they don't pay 100% attention to religion, number one? Two, to anything tradition, they don't talk about it. They invest billions of naira in science, because all of them knows that science is the head. Science holds the future. Science is the strength of the common man, not your judiciary. Your judiciary will fail, but your science will still keep moving. Are you listening to me? It is science that made it possible that the Hamas cannot really penetrate or fire their missiles into Israel. What protects them is not your fault. Nobody should make you believe that. What protects them is not your olive oil. Are you listening to me? What is protecting them is science. Listen to me. A quick story I want to tell you. There was an American president who came to Nigeria, I think Was it Clinton or something? I think, according to the story, but the story is not verified. I was told that an American president came into this country. It should be Clinton, yes, came into this country, and a submarine for the very first time came into Nigerian territory and stayed weeks here. We did not know before their president landed. Science. Listen to me, dear blogger, dear brother, dear sister. It is not Kodi Baba Baba, Shantara Baba Bell, Kuke, Mwamri. Listen to me. If science fires one shot of AK-47 into your shrine, all the rats in that shrine runs away. You don't know about this, right? Science alone is stronger than your village juju. Science. Any country that does not invest billions of dollars, pounds and naira in science will never have a good future for the children or for the generation or for the youth tomorrow. You know why you're suffering? You know why your youths are job hunting? Screen record. Go and post. Tag your family members. Share it to their WhatsApp. Do you know why all of us are job hunting? We run around. When I was small in Transamadi, there used to be a company we call Nuclear. Many of you used the nuclear AC. You saw your father bought it. The company has been sold. It is an indigenous company. Their wire they produce those days is far better than the one Chinese produce today. Remember nuclear AC, nuclear fan, nuclear fridges. It hardly disappoints. Do you know that that company in Transamadi by ordinance was sold? Ili Ji, Chinese people bought that company from our leaders here. They did not take one pin out of this company. This thing I'm telling you, go and verify. They did not take one pin out of this company. They did not also work with the tools they had there. They did not also use the yard till today. You know what they did? They lock the gate and go away with the key. As time goes on, Nigerians were jumping fence, entering into this yard. This was how Aboki people, our youth here, made the way with everything inside this company. But let me shock you with one fantastic information about this nuclear. Nigerian engineering, that's what they call this company. It was sold. Today they are giving you AC that cannot last for 6 months. But the ACs of nuclear those days can stay 5 years without complaint. The reason why you complain that there's no gas in your AC is because that AC has leakage somewhere. There's a bridge somewhere. But nuclear, both their flow line, the one that colors like brass or copper, their own is so thick that even saw blade, before saw blade will open it, go and ask anybody who fixes fridges. The white man came to your country and bought that company and allowed you still jump fence and thief everything inside there. The company is not functioning again. There's no job. Where are thousands of Nigerians who were working there before? They don't longer have job. But that one is not painful to me. The science aspect of that side is what I want to tell you now. There is a school they call GTC, Government Technical College. We have another one we call Craft Center. At the end of the year, they pick best students from there and take them. The moment you graduate from there, they move you to nuclear, Nigerian engineering, where you will be practically producing cylinder, AC, fridges, many things. The company is no longer there. So the people they've been graduating from GTC, the past 20 years or 15 years now, they sold those companies. Where are those people? They are gallivanting about. No job. Do you know why people are still job hunting now? Is your eyes of understanding opening? Because the source of science. Okay, there's also GTC at Oka. Before, listen to me, brother, free man, go and investigate this thing. Before government decided to establish GTC, those days, they had conclusion that science is very, very important. Let us build government technical college all over the country. At least 3 in each state. Then hence we graduate our students. They go into Nigerian engineering. This was the bill. Today the company is no longer there. Let me shock you, because Governor Wike is no longer in power. I don't know the particular governor in Rivers State who sold Revoke. Revoke is an indigenous company of Rivers State in Transamadi before slaughter. That company was sold. Okay, somebody just confirmed now that he passed through GTC. My brother, you, Samuel, that passed through GTC. Your experience, if you're an engineer, your experience and that of an ordinary person who didn't go to GTC can never be the same. It can never. If you see where a GTC student, somebody who passed through GTC, does a plastering work or even plumber, there must be difference. It matter the professional in this thing. What happened to your science? Now listen to me. Listen to me. When you see a young man carrying a calabash, or another young man somewhere now carrying a very big giant Bible with olive oil 5 liters, and the other person is carrying Ofo and Kai Kai, while somebody is somewhere learning how to lose a phone, change the battery locally, amongst these 3 persons, the only person who holds the future of the next generation is that man who is busy opening a phone. You see that one, ringing bell, bangam bangam, ekuke, ibubo, water. That one, the major problem around you. In fact, in what here by the corner, we report to Ishi. You see the other one carrying big Bible and 4 liters of olive oil. That one about executive mad person, Aradia. Thank you, Ebuka Chukwemem. Thank you for being here. Are you getting a point from what I am saying? But I made a post. Okay, somebody just confirmed again that in Enugu here, the best people who does handwork are all GTC products. Thank you, Raphael. You see what I'm telling you? But today, somebody is busy. They are not preaching science to you. They don't even care about it. They will look for one Opunwagro. Put it on their head. The other one is on the other corner carrying a very big Bible, then find way and use a collar and tie on his neck. The other one is on the other corner using Zuru up this side, 1 Kai Kai and 1 Oshishi Ejiri Aquaredi K, and he's busy jumping. Kubeku, you're a fool. If you see the way I see you, and at the end of the day, by the end of the day, you know what? Guess what? They will come back to science on camera. They will come back to science produced by a white man who invested billions. Oga, use your phone as I am talking to you. If you have another phone, use your phone. Go and check how much America invests in science. Do you know why? Every year, America will produce the best rifles, the best machine guns, GPNGs, fighter jets, because they invest billions of dollars in science. Go and check any country that wants to be strong in military. There is no private school amongst them. Check Arab nations. You can never see one private school. Are you listening to me? Now, those countries, the reason why they insist that you must pass through government schools is this: that you may have a military experience. If you have been to some French countries, pick a point from this thing. You see that there are students who goes to every government school. They are all putting on khaki. So wearing an army camouflage to school makes you also a military child. But here in Nigeria, you know what we do? If our military gets you with khaki, even the cap, even the hanky, it will ushishi piawagazo. Go to places like Mali. Their students, if their children are going to primary school, they wear khaki as trouser. So they will be teaching them, explaining to them. In Israel, the same thing. In Israel, they are investing billions of dollars into science. It is the same science that returned the knowledge of this cell phone you're using. It is the same science. In fact, do you wonder why B Lord is very, very rich? The next 20 years, B Lord will be richer than Obi Kubana. B Lord will be richer than Kubana chief priest. B Lord will be richer than E Money. Use your Bible, go and write. You know why? B Lord is speedily going more deeper into tech. Okay, somebody just said, you are right. Even Benin, Cotonou here is the same thing. They are wearing camouflage. This is what they do. Trust me, not be today Americans, Nigeria will be giant of Africa, this and that. One day, it is in those countries, Nda warging rebels in Ishi, Ikwete, their children are growing as military. Now, in so doing, go and check deep. They believe so much in military regime, military approach. Now, that is the #1 way to combat insecurity. Everybody in the country will have a military experience. America does it too. America does it. That's why in America, everybody is entitled to a small rifle. But before then, go and check. You don't just go to the market and buy a rifle and say, put it in your pocket and say that I'm an American. It doesn't work that way. There are processes you must undergo. Are you listening to me? In those processes, they will check. Did you check? So many countries, if you get there, even if they don't speak English, they force you to go to school there first before they'll give you a job. They want to extract something from you. Those days when we talk about visa lottery, go and check. Many people who got it are products of GTC. Yeah. America will not just give you visa to come and start gallivanting up and down because they watch some of these things you do. America won't just give you visa and allow you to be moving about their streets shouting fire, 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 or give you visa, you come there and you start killing birds on camera. They body auto sharp in the name of Ofo. America will put you in cage and bring you back to the dustbin where you're coming from. Okay. Somebody just commented now, Rising Sun. Thank you for confirming my words. He went to the internet now and confirmed that what America invested on science is $717 billion. $717 billion. That is why America bagging Ishi, but to that your shrine, but to that your village, scrape of fear from earth. Did you see how B Lord is traveling far than those guys? B Lord, how old? He saw that science is a way of life. Tech gives money. The only company that should be richer than telecom as at today, for example, should be Coca-Cola. And I am not sure. Because of the longer years Coca-Cola must have stayed. And the oil sector. Outside the oil sector, in fact, Telecommunication should be the richest on earth because they are everywhere as of today. Nobody invests in science and go back the same. Check B Lord. Check. Find a way to market so many things you do today on the internet. Create a platform. Tech. Somebody will come here and tell you, Governor, go and look for a job. And I look at you and laugh. I'm also doing my job here. I am also doing my job. Because the platform alone, it is something. Without the platform, you wouldn't have known me. Somebody paid a friend for a visa through me. He paid a friend for a visa. And the moment the friend, my friend told me that they've paid him for visa, that they got the contact through me, I said yes. I went to his house. So I went to him and told his wife, if you got up this morning, Ishi here on camera, Ishi. All of us agree here. Ishi. Better for you. 3 months gafe in one complete because I am involved. How did the person pay that money to this guy? Because the person knew me through tech. Are you listening to me? Bro, trust me, as of today, be Lord of yesterday, who understood science, who bought into tech, who started it and took himself so deep into it, is by far richer than so many of your senators and ex-governors. Doubt it, argue it, but this is the truth. So if America can invest $717 billion in science alone, what is your government doing? Do you see why you are lacking job? It is when you invest billions in science that you can get trillions and many job opportunities. Your president no go fit create job. It's too late. Your governor cannot create job. It's too late. You know why? The taproot of science is no longer there. If you like, God called you. You will end up buying from those people who has invested billions of. You see, take for example, Rising Sun, use your phone again. Check for me, how much did Nigerian government buy the Tukana jet they bought from America? Use your phone, help me. Google it, get me the price and pest here. Minus the same price from $717 billion America invests in science. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Now, they invested this money in science. They obtained a knowledge that will rule the world for the next 20-30 years. But within the space of 1 month, if they sell 100 pieces of whatever they got through the investment they did in science, your government will go there and buy it for billions of dollars and even owe them money. Just one. And you think America don't know what they do? That's why they only sell one to your government and warn your government how to use it. Even if they sell it to you, some of the things, if they carry and sell them for you, our soldiers go, they use them vaga. Before we know it, we hear say they don't go buy people for Kaduna. They have this thing, don't do mistake, because they can't even. In the military, there is no science there anymore. The arsenal, okay, Bichazedia. If you see, now me they tell you, this is camera, I'm telling you, those places you see them right, arsenal, they will clear the grass everywhere. There will be so fine, greenish. They tell you that this is the military arsenal. They keep somebody there who stand for 3 hours and go away. Another person comes and take over. Nothing there. If you enter that room where they there, nothing there. Now hammer, shovel, pinches, and old shell of bullet. Them now what they keep there. So that is why for Bronu, Boko Haram go see them finish. Boko Haram know this thing what they tell you. They go use machine only bike. Oh, they run around where on a park fighter jets. They go to find person where America teach how to operate the fighter jet. They say that one enter motor, go do prayer for Abuja. Then the backyard is leaking. Is your sense working? Are you getting what I'm telling you? Before that one go from Abuja, where and go prayer, come back, come enter fighter jet, make them begin to find people where come there, come drive bike, where come bus camp. Okay, 5 billion naira, right? 5 billion naira. That's what Rising Sun commented now. They bought it for 5 billion naira. Minus this 5 billion naira there. This one, one where they just sell to here. Do you know how many of it America must have sold across the world? Do you know other machines, other rifles, they will be selling coded? Instead of you not to buy from America, America will pay money, come into your country, cause all like a problem. Then go put una for Gbege, so that they go sell those things to you by force. So how will your government meet up? How will your native doctor contribute to this level where the world is traveling to? Anybody carrying calabash, we fool. Look at all of them. You know my joy? It is affecting their children. They will later job hunt now. Be patient with me. See, the Bible says that for children of Issachar are men who observe the time and what Israel ought to do. That's why I always pinpoint this thing. That any cathedral without a skill acquisition center, without a health center, without a teaching hospital, the essence of naming a place a teaching hospital is students. Listen to me. In a wider world or in a civilized place, there's a teaching hospital in Sokoto. Behind it, there is an institution there where students who practices medicine will always come there and associate with doctors. This is how they groom doctors from there. Have you heard about UPTH in Port Harcourt? It's also a teaching hospital. But how many of those students do you allow to come into the theater? Some of them say the doctor will leave the medicine they are talking and be flogging. Now pay a kanike. Baby, have fun. I don't see you now last week now. Doctor self know well. Brain yadi okay. Few doctors that knows what they are doing, they are no longer in Nigeria. That's why America will spend all kinds of money to bring you. Do you see? All these things are part of science. If you're applying for a visa lottery, they'll be asking you what are you coming to America to do? They want to hear what you come to do for them. And if whatever you present to them makes sense to them, they're going to accept you. They're going to grant you visa. Then if you want to come and fool yourself, America will also give you visa. You know how they give you visa? You stay here and buy a house there. Then they give you automatic visa, you come. They know you're just coming to waste your money, you don't know anything. A country well planned. The strongest country on earth today are those countries who invest billions of dollars in science. You can't defy them. The same goes to Russia. Just when I look at some of you, say, hey, I log with Nigeria government, hey, Alunka. I look at you and laugh. Do you know how prepared you will be? You need to be producing rifle on your own. Mayor said we doctors don't do that to UPTH. I use your UPTH as example. Oh. Trained doctors, nurses there, happy can oh. So wake up to reality. The Shanamite is here. I know everywhere is cold now, nobody's commenting anymore. Isiagu is like a hammer. These videos you see me make now, these things you see me teaching here, bro, a lot of people will not even listen to me. They will say, what is he saying? You know why? The hatred that occupies their heart and mind will not allow them see far. But yesterday I was watching one native doctor. I was watching him, and I just watch him, listen to some of the things he's saying, and just write down and look into them. When I looked into them, I only picked one thing there. Okuzribu ezioku. But I didn't say I would not listen to him because he knows or because no Terenzunanya. No, that's not it. Learning is one undisputable source of real knowledge. You must invest. You must what? See, listen to me. You have a particular business you're doing, or you have a particular handwork you're doing. Thank you, Ezugo Richard. Thank you, brother. Is here. So your pastor will not tell you, your dibia will not tell you to invest. The network is trying to distract me, but listen to me. If you're a governor, or you're a federal house member listening to me, or you're a rich man listening to me, do you know why you won't be safe around your village, around your community, around your country? You will never be safe. You gotta be safe. You know, go feed they safe. You know why? Your past leaders whom you took over from did not invest in science. They invested in ignorance on the people. And that is why the people can never forget. That's why you're afraid. If you invest billions of dollars in science, your youth will be busy, engaged somewhere. Nobody would want to carry AK-47 and start jumping about. Are you listening to me? Now, if you're a blogger also, put on your camera now. Let me talk to you on something now. Then I will stop. Record this side. Go and post. Edit. Put your own face. Post. Tag me on your page. That I may comment for you. You get followers. So for you're doing the right thing. Are you listening to me? Now, pick a point from here. Brothers, pick a point from here. This is my Sunday program and I'll keep doing this. But listen to me. Somebody is using Ofo and his shrine to do a charm for somebody and claim that that thing is Odeshi. I will do that. Listen to this side now. Screen record. Somebody went to a shrine and he is an Okada rider. He's driving an Okada, a product of science, and he got some money, saved, and cheat the owner of the bike who invested in science. He told him stories and the motorcycle was taken back from him. The agreement of hire purchase was breached. Now this bike rider did not talk to himself to go and behave well and take back that bike, or use the little money he has saved to go learn how to produce a handset. What he did was, he went to a native doctor and said, give me Odeshi. Make I just dey like okay. The native doctor collected the little money he saved and did Odeshi for him and hung around his waist. Go. Abaya egbe. Boyama, cut a knife, shoot and God, you know, enter. He moved. He now decided to go and look for Okamade, where he will buy Okamade. But listen, you know, those days they now sold Okamade for him for 15,000. He went and carried his mother's goats and sold the goats to buy Okamade. Just be watching, you know. Out of this is selfishness. He has patronized two things. One, this ignorance of one black man somewhere who tied rope on a stick claiming he's Ofo and Chi. He jumped out from there now. He has patronized the producer of science. Somebody produced that Okamade in Abala, Abia State, who believes in science, an elderly man. Apotraga Okamade, wure pipe ubeya, wure okobaya, mo roya nka, wure brass war one side or Okamade. You could pay ya tia cartridge nime ome. Oh, just be watching. When I finish this story, you will understand the person who is able to mugu here. from when somebody gave him a product of science, a motorcycle, to ride for him, save money, balance me back my money, and take the motorcycle, go and hustle and become another person. He has patronized two things now. Honestly, network is bad and I'll soon leave here, but just listen to me now. He left an opportunity of science given to him to succeed. He has gone back to patronize selfishness, number one, a shrine. Two, he went back to patronize a science person buying a gun or camade. Three, he has stolen his mother's goats and sold it for 15,000 naira to buy the Okamade. Now, guess what? He now decided to come out at his village junction at night, or maybe around his street junction, to collect somebody's handset to go and sell. You are using science to steal another science that you cannot also produce. At the cost of thieving this thing, the person may say no, or buy your camera, to Obugo his brother. Where did all these things start from? Selfishness. Another one, the belief from one person who claims to be an offer holder. After that one, he continues. One day his spirit will tell him, Manige Jini say when another mad motorcycle. Oworiagawa again. He goes about collecting bike from people. What are you thieving? Science, a product of science somewhere. Another person from another country produce the handset. Another person from another country produce the machine you are about stealing. Be watching, you know. Another person from somewhere again, whose government and people invested so hard in science, produced even that Okamade you have, or that pistol you have at hand. The only person that is a fool amongst this thing is you and your government. Did you get something from this thing I'm saying now? Now, the white man who invested much in science, you cannot shoot all in their country to rob anybody. You won't go scot-free. In fact, their citizens don't care. A country where science is working is where you're going to. Your own here, you're going to one shrine, one church, one altar. Let me shock you. Let me shock you, brother. In Transamadi in those days. Very, thank you for being here. My name is Governor Ezoku the Shanamite. Help me share this video. If all of you watching here shares it, you're going to win more souls to knowledge. You're going to win more souls to knowledge. So be very proud to do this. In those days in Transamadi, while we were growing up, white men moves about in Port Harcourt here. People will tell you about it because there were over 1,000 companies in Transamadi. But when Buhari came to power, I don't know what happened. Many companies fled away. From the beginning of Garrison to almost Elelewa to going to Rumobiakane, Parboard, all those areas, Coca-Cola, Michelin, Beberi, to CFC, Parboard, Alibotin, two sides from the beginning of Transamadi to the end. Even to Mbog. Now listen to me. I went to a white man's house because those days we were very friendly to them. I have a red skin boot here in my car. I have this red skin boot, safety boot. I have about 5 of it. I didn't buy one. It was given to me those days, even bigger size, even smaller ones. So I saved the money and then I never regarded it. But today, red skin safety boot is above 100,000 naira. Those things, they were giving it to us as gift. Sir, I went to a white man's lodge around Mpogo before former total yard compound. Opposite it, this is former Tokyo Hotel. You cross it a bit, you meet one yard. It's also owned by the Tokyo Hotel, the woman herself who works with Share those days. So I went there. White people stays there. Then I go close to them. So I went to one of the white man's house those days and I saw an altar. And hence I see you put an altar, I want to ask questions. And I asked the man, Mr. Rash, what are you doing with these things? The man said to me, oh, come on, boy. You know something? Can I explain better? I said, yes. He said, okay. All right, this is the devil. He carved something and painted it black. He bought it. I believe he bought it. He has another one painted like Jesus, masquerade, many things. Small on a bigger table. And he just decorated that place. Sometimes he just go there to light up a candle. So when I put pressure on him, Mr. Rashna explained to me. He said, this Jesus, this is the image of Jesus. You know, I was told about him, but I don't know him. I don't know him. So I heard people talk much about him, and I feel like having him here. He put one, and this is the devil. You know, I was told he has a horn, man. So I like things that has horn, just like the goat. He started comparing the image of the devil to the goat immediately. He kept it. He showed me. He lifted up another one and brought out the face of all this masquerade we buy in the market. He said, we went for a job. We went for a construction job in Omaha, and I saw this in Aba, and I bought it. Children, you know, kids, they used to cover their faces. Those things they do around them, Ogu here, or slaughter and all that, and even a bloomer. So I got mine. If I'm going back to my country, I'm going to go with it. That I may be showing to kids there. That was his reason of buying this one. Oh. The reason why he bought the image of Jesus is that people told him about Jesus. He just bought it and kept it there. He heard about Lucifer. Maybe he saw that one somewhere, he bought it. But there's one thing that marveled me. His father, go to Transamadi and find out. Many of them are here. I know even many they wear Tibo. Go inside bank, you go to see them. He made me to understand this iron, Ishi iron like this ekigwe, and a J shin okoya, a catching here like this, or they can. Some people call that in Ogu. He lifted it and showed to me, said, my dad, Mpeya go there no, Ebulala Mpeya their country. How on the German? He now lifted up the iron and showed to me and said, I got this from my dad. He gave it to me. He bought this from a native doctor who says that this is a deity. So I just like keeping it here. I now asked him, have you seen it fly? He said, no, I don't think it's active. It's just an iron, but I like keeping it in. He made me to understand the candle represents just the Illuminati. It is all about light. He has calories. He has so many of these things. So he's just using them for fun. He even gave me one alligator pepper. You like this? I like eating it because it's pepperish. So you see, the reason the white man decorated an altar is by far table and post it. Bloggers who carry it, even in the channel, even in the channel, they are just doing that thing as just fun. They even celebrate is it the Halloween or what do they call it? That day they will be celebrating. People will be coming out with masks. So, sorry, the network. Brothers, do you understand the knowledge of the white man? But above all, if you see this man on excavator or where they are doing construction job, only one person operates about 4. He has Bible, he has everything around him there. And he's just using them for fun. The major thing is that he can operate 5 or 4 machines. I'll leave you here now because the network is bad. Pastor, teach reality. Dibia, throw away those your nonsense. Pastor, ma for Bible if you don't even know what you're doing. Get out from the pulpit. And what is him, man? Get out from there. Got your higeme. Dibia got your higeme. Above all, let me tell you, the major problem came from our government, the government of Africa, who never cared to invest in science and technology. The agriculture today, the massive products of agriculture you are seeing today, is as a result of a technology fixed together by somebody somewhere in Europe, and you bought it. Halloween, thank you, my brother. They celebrate Halloween. Everybody will look like a witch and come out. They are happy doing it because even, see, their science is beyond the imagination of the devil and God. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Nah, I'm can't say one dish joke. Obia maybe these people no. I'm our people. I don't know. They even celebrate Halloween because, you know, science gives you, you know, the reason why our people believe in everything they see. If they see a shrine, they believe. They see Nkapi, they believe. Because nobody invested in science. Nobody. Our leaders did not invest in science. You know, science will give you boldness. If they tell you, say, Mami water inside this water, you will enter there to go and confront Mami water. They made this place. In so doing, the white man is expanding their knowledge. But because somebody rang the bell, like, bangam, and tell you that somebody now abroad, a lotta from prisons. Or Mazinam the can our brother on a cell, Nabaki here, just Abuja here. Just here. Or what Bogu can the canopota, and you believe. God to Mazinam the can is on the 15th, right? If I tell you that I will be in Abuja that day, you will see me in Abuja. At the front of Ndebwe AK-47, no. Me can come. You want more challenge? You go see me there. Those people who carry GP, multipurpose, I go they come for their front. When I did again on a backyard, and I see on a your pastor will not come. They won't come. The white man. Austin, don't let me to push you out of this page. Now, let me tell you one thing. If you say that your Omenala, your agwu, your kid is stronger than science, my brother, I am forgetting the name of this rifle. My brother in the US, who is a US soldier, told me about it. Ose abagia, orugi na ho, obuwaga for naga till oyeru that nkade kwa obu 400-meter range. Till he oro 400-meter range, unless he try on. Man, only hit a block, okay, bring you down. Yet no silence. Ode me, boy. Or the sniper, abaya, obuogi flat. Befega me ungo. Who produced this thing? Science. Imadibe ya no wuna shrine, ya pastor ya no wuna pulpit. And no fa we have time on about why Ishi. Somebody said that the name is HMG. Okay, it could be. So after ya you go dibia na shrine ya, it happen here. Tell your dibia, go AK-47 pra. Buy this share come other place. Buy your pastor lemoga another place. In a query. No query na common sense. Oji soji with a sense for where, money here for where, and I queen you. Anako Ndi soji Nderi to what let me tell you one thing, to become rich in this generation as at today, for you to become rich in this generation today, for you to become rich in this world today, there are things you must do. Check where the world is traveling to. Go ahead of it and wait. Without doing so, you won't get what you want. I was telling them in my own community a few days back, I was sharing an idea with them and I made them to understand. Any government that shares money to the people who does not work anything, that government does not mean well for the people. That government does not mean well and has no interest of the people at heart. Government cannot share money to you. Forget about those abracadabra they tell you. Grant. Which grant? Government cannot. Any government who shares money to the citizen is more wicked. There is what they call student loan in the UK, in the US. At that point, you must be a student. Do you get what I'm saying? But the best thing government can do for you is to give you a conducive environment, amenities to life and health, even insurance. Are you listening to me? Are you getting what I'm saying? Ima izochando idosariyomu. That is the only way. Why would the government come to an election period and share monies for you and you stay on the line to collect 5,000 naira to vote, and at the end of the day you still go back again to the bad roads? No health insurance, nothing whatsoever. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So how much will the government share for you? No matter the cash available they have printed, check now during the cashless policy, they shared money for you. Did it get to you? All you heard on the radio was billion was disbursed. During coronavirus, they said monies and foods were disbursed. Did you get it? There is no matter how rich your government is, they cannot share money and food to each and every one of their citizens. It's a lie. Are you listening to me? It is a lie. Let me tell you. The only thing government should do for you is, there is what we call fatherly taproot locally here. They will give you good roads. The maintenance of the road must come through science. In science, you see, who are these people doing this job? Young people. They will be employed, they will be engaged in one thing or the other. Give them job. The job comes through that science. Sometimes there are people who goes for road maintenance. Those people are people they are graduating to go into fully construction. They will be the one doing road maintenance as a kind of service. Not be every youth couple when you see on the road, all of them they psych one class or one Catholic church, or they find where they go get 15,000 naira, 25,000 naira salary. If he remove that clothes, he go find job for 20 years, he no go get. Is it not better when you tell somebody to go and do his or her service, instead of sending them to Brunu to go and stand at one police station and be doing cleaner for them? DPM with the opportunity now and week, this year Raya, Inspector Raya, OC Raya. Why not post her to where they plant tomatoes and onions in Sokoto or in Kano? Shooting onions. In so doing, you have spread another economy and knowledge to her own local village. You will not do it. It's only post here bag and auto. Chineke wagi shas politician. Chineke wagi shas pastor. Some of you pastor nejo konoga. Very soon, youth corps. I'll leave this network for now. Maybe we'll continue next week Sunday. Politician, pastor, dibia, Chineke bokwagok. Ishi bawakwage. You were a very wicked human being. Only that wicked. But that's not my problem. My problem is those people we are trying to save. Ara de kwaha. Very many of them. Dear governor, many of you watch. Dear senator, that's why I always tell bloggers, screen record and go and repost. Add one thing or the other. Sir, ma, you cannot fix your village. You can't fix this country. Let me tell you. If you like, go and forget your promises on campaign. They are all bullshit. Yeah, about story. See, the foundation to prosperity and progress, you did not build it. When I see a youth from my village or from Imo State saying, oh, the tie road for my village, oh, ta, Meshano. Go and sit down. A road they will build now, they will just manage and build one, leaving others the way they are. Both heavy duty and everything will apply on that one road, or the road will scatter. You people will now use 8 years to beg the government to come and maintain the road again. No, before you know it, everywhere now will become. Check Eche Ngopala road. That's the only healthy road. People going to Aba, instead of passing Port Harcourt Aba road now, they are now passing Urukoku, Igrita, Eche, Ngopala, to Umaya. Both people going to Enugu, including Lagos. If you want to manage the Elele road, the road is even bad now as I speak to you. Then, in addition, if you go there, checking points are more than hundreds. No police not to bunkre. If you near there with your motor, when it's not bunkre period, even higher such type motor, you check how many bunkre under your nyash. The road, this Eche road now, completely destroyed now. Around Umoga, Eche. Do you know why? All the heavy-duty vehicles that we are going to Aba before that should be passing that Aba road now, they are now passing this backyard own. Before they will get the attention of Sim Fubara to come and fix that road, it will destroy the other places. Before they will go back and fix this Aba own now, Nigerians say, Una will go 30% already. Then I use that road. Trust me, brother. If you would have stayed 100 years on earth, if you stay in Port Harcourt and goes to Aba once every week, you will only go back to 70 years. It is 70 years that you stay because the stress, the gallop on that road, the pressure. You cannot go to Aba that day and come back. You can't go to Aba in the morning and come back in the afternoon. If you go to Aba from Port Harcourt in the morning, you come back at night, around 10 p.m. at night, due to bad road. When you see anybody muscled on suit, gallivanting around the governor and government, they are the major problem. That's the reason why your native doctors are bragging on social media. You know that there's no job. The blogger has no job. The native doctor has no job. The pastor has no job. These three persons are fighting themselves at the internet. Do you understand? The pastor, the native doctor, the blogger. Now the blogger is at the middle of these two people trying to wage war, either support or wage war. You see this thing, this sign I am doing now, This is the blogger. This blogger claims he is working as a wager for these two persons. Now, sometimes he will come at your front and do as if he's defending, he's fighting for you people. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, at the back of the hand like this, these two native doctors and pastors, they are romancing at the back, laughing at you, the masses. Instead of this blogger to tell you what he can see from the back, these people are doing now, he's now lying. You know what he do? He kissed this one's pocket and kissed this one's pocket. You know why all of them are doing these things? Because there's no job. Your government did not invest in science and technology. Tell me, if your pastor is busy producing handset, I mean manufacturing handset, and he is one of the CSOs there, or he's one of the senior engineers there, will he have time to be shouting Chantara Baba Baba Kintayata Shakata Dada? He's busy speaking in tongue, praying to get money, telling somebody, you are selling phone. I see you selling phone at Garrison. Shantara Baba Baba Baba. Because he was supposed to be producing phone, and the government did not give him a conducive environment to start producing phone. That's why he's shouting Kato Yokoto Koto Koto. Everybody's trying to survive. Oh. Your Dibia frustration held him for years. And he now told you that Arosi did not call him. What called him is frustration. Don't blame him. See, check some of these people who claim they teach Omenala and culture. They went to school. They went to school. That's why they are teaching that's why they can still flow very, very well while teaching Omenala and culture. When you see they want to destroy Arusi Okulobia, all of them will be at the front. If you try unemployment, somebody who speaks this good English, are you telling me if at all he was employed in Shell, he will be busy telling you that Oshishogri is now? Sorry, the network is bad. I will leave today. Okay. So let me just finish what I'm saying before I go. Thank you for being here. Very many of you stayed a very long time with me here. I recognize you. God bless you. God bless you. The network is very, very bad, so I'm just doing my best. But that's why I drove around. I'm also parked in another location to see if I can get a good network, but there's no way. The reason why the young man left his busy now shouting Omenala. while he speaks good English and he went to school, is because he wasn't employed as Shell or Glue Technicals or Mobile or ExxonMobil or Total or Shell or Chevron. Tell me, with his good English and his good standard, now, because he was not employed, that's why he went back shouting for governor. Oh, Omenala, Omenala. Something true is pushing him. Oh, you know what is pushing? So what is pushing him? The reason why he's shouting Omenala, Arusi, Arusi, Arobinago, is because he wasn't employed. The reason why the other pastor is busy shouting Rakata kata 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 Roko koko 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 Maya ya 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 is because he was not employed. You did not employ them, governor. President, you did not. And let me tell you, all those things you see, they say they are building social institution, they are building this, building that. Oga, there is no way you can sustain those institutions because there is no scientific management there. Nothing falls out from that place. That is why it will fold. Are you here? Go and check everything our government about. Oh, they're going to produce rubber here. Shoot this and that. Oh, shoot this, shoot that. Oh, it will not work. The reason is there is no scientific maintenance approach, and there is no scientific recycling rules there. No even finance to sponsor. So when you go and build a big hospital, 51,000 hospitals, 2,000 hospitals, this and that, the only thing that will sustain that hospital is this. The more doctors are moving us from there, the more they are getting old and retiring, it will be moving like a chain. Soldier go, soldier come. Make sure that there is an university, there is an institution around there that breeds or trains or grooms more nurses and doctors. All of them, as they are graduating, they are passing through this government hospital and they are making money from there. They are seeing their daily bread and their future from that place. All of them will be working. More will be coming, more will be coming. It will be rotating. The maintenance of that place, there will be a sector that will be managing this one. Are you listening to me? The reason why you eat something with a nylon, as in something out of a nylon, and you throw away the nylon, is because nobody is going to buy that nylon from you. But that nylon is something. You at least use pipe in your houses. If you to pipe your house today now, this electrical pipe is money. But it's those cellophane you're living along the road there. Now your government does not know that through those people who does environmental cleaning in your area alone, they can create an employment, and through what they get there, the government will be producing pipe, exporting it to other countries, such as toilet pipes and many other things. Those black buckets you buy, these things you see here, this rubber, and salaries will be coming out from there. Your youth will be employed, then tax will be coming out from there. This is the way it is. The only thing these people need in the beginning is not too much. Get a land, their government. Make a strong land, a strong management. This is a science sector. It is minor, but it is productive. Then how do you make money from there to still see you can get rich through these things? There will be a law that nobody throws away waste bin anyhow. There must be a registered government waste bin bucket or drone. They will bring it to your gate. So whatever you eat, whatever you do, put the waste bin inside this drum, will come and pick it. Now when these government vehicles they provided comes to your gate and pick it, they will first take it to the recycling center. Okay, thank you. Somebody just talked that this is what Denmark does. Now they will first take it to the recycling center first. They will pick the nylons, they will pick the ions such as canter or anything that has to do with metal. They will keep it one side. Take whatever that has to do with plastic one side. Then the ones that they must throw away, they will take the waste bins to where they need to throw away those ones. how will this worker salary come out? Remember, those buckets government kept at your gate, if they come to pick those waste bins, at the end of the month, you are going to pay tax for it. The task, government will make at least 40% from that task, 20% for maintenance of the vehicle, then 40% again goes for salaries. Now, the waste bins alone, I mean the other things they are going to recycle now, they've taken it into the factory to be burnt, recycled into another thing. There are workers in those sectors again. Thousands of youth will be employed just within your own reach. They will also be producing something that they will be exporting. Some of your indigenous will come there with vehicle to come and buy plastic to go and supply to another country, Togo, Ghana, and everywhere, even your own local villages. This year monies will start coming. Science is stronger than your four. Science is stronger than Kori Baba Santa Katayadadala. Waturu chuku nam onye nebocha punjon kelua mere mebere mere ndi Africa bere mere mebere the Shanamite. Chuku Obina. Get out of this page right away. God is real. But your pastor, your leaders are the major problem. Your dibia, your fake cookie. Bro, any day there is employment, I swear to God, you will see shrines. Churches will reduce 10%. Are you listening to me? That is what will happen. I leave you here at this point. My name is Governor Ezioku, the people's governor, son of the great Shanamite that lives amongst the angels. Are you listening to me? This is the gospel truth. So they are busy ringing bell or hanging red cloth or making this. Well, let me block this guy. I just remember this is your comment. Now you just need to get out of this page. I won't give you the chance to be here. Are you listening to me? If you like, go to their shrines. Oh, guy, not gonna change anything. It does not stop poverty from coming to your family. Are you listening to what I'm telling you today? Go to your pastor. It will not stop poverty from coming to you. Now me tell you. When there is no conducive environment, no business survives there. You cannot go to deserts and build a local store, build a supermarket. If you like, build everyday supermarket in desert. Nobody comes there to buy anything. You know why? Nothing is, as in there's no center of attraction there. You know, go walk. I shouldn't have blocked him, but you know, not when they insult me, okay? But let me unblock him. So you cannot successfully do that. You get what I'm saying? So the major problem you have is, if your DB like, let him do whatever for you today. Even if you have money, the money you are even using, you aren't the one who printed it. 85% of everything you're wearing, you're putting on, is imported. Whether the material is being bought and sold here, and the cloth is being brought to you, Oga, somebody somewhere, through his science and technology, machines printed those things, those designs on those clothes. They are making money from you. Guess what? They produce clothes and sold to you. They produce the soap and added the chemical so that the cloth will tear quick. You come and buy another one.